You left without a warning sign, just a silence hanging in the air. Now every room feels twice as cold, and I still expect to find you there. I keep your sweater on the chair, like somehow you'll come back for it soon. But the dust keeps settling on the fabric, just like the memories of me and you. I tell myself that I've moved on, but your shadow follows where I go. I've got a heart-shaped bruise right where your love used to be, a mark that no one else can see, but it hurts so endlessly. Every promise left a color, every goodbye left a stain. I've got a heart-shaped bruise, and it still carries your name. The photographs are tucked away, yet somehow they still find my mind, like old songs playing through the speakers from a life I left behind. I laugh when people ask me how I've been, and say I'm doing fine these days, but they don't hear the cracks beneath the words I carefully arrange. Some wounds don't break the skin, they break the soul within. I've got a heart-shaped bruise right where your love used to be, a mark that no one else can see, but it hurts so endlessly. Every promise left a color, every goodbye left a stain. I've got a heart-shaped bruise, and it still carries your name. Oh, maybe bruises fade with time, that's what everybody says, but this one lives beneath the surface, in the places you once stayed. And though I know you're gone forever, a part of me still holds the truth that some people leave your life, but never leave your heart. I've got a heart-shaped bruise, a reminder of what we were, a scar hidden beneath my smile that time can never cure. Every lesson came with heartache, every memory with pain. I've got a heart-shaped bruise, and it still whispers your name. One day the colors may grow lighter, one day the ache may lose its hold, but tonight it stays with me. A heart-shaped bruise, a heart-shaped bruise. The night keeps stretching on and on, like it never wants to end. I stare at shadows on the wall, searching for you once again. Your side of the bed stays untouched, a reminder every day that some people leave your life but never really go away. I keep replaying our last goodbye, like somehow I can change the ending. I'm crying until I find, until there's nothing left of me, drowning in the memories of tear falls like a goodbye. Every breath feels hard to take. I'm crying until I fade from the weight of this heartbreak. The mirror doesn't know my face the way it used to before. I've become a stranger to myself since you walked out that door. The songs we love still haunt the air like echoes from another life, and every note reminds me of the day we said goodbye. The world keeps turning without us, but my heart remains behind. Until the darkness lets me go, trying to find a way to heal from a wound that won't let go. Every tear carries your memory, every scar speaks your name. I'm crying until I'm fade, but I'll never be the same. Quiet, the tears run dry, but your memory remains, and I'm still here, crying until I fade. There's a picture frame beside the wall, shattered from the night you left. I never meant to let it fall, but neither of us had anything left. The room still wears the shape of you, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every step I take tonight finds another memory on the floor. I keep trying to clean up the mess, but some things can't be put back together. Broken pieces on the floor, just like my heart when you walked out the door. Every fragment tells a story of a love we had before. I picked them up with trembling hands, but they cut me even more. I'm surrounded by the remains of broken pieces on the floor. Your voice still echoes through these halls, even though you're long gone now. And every silence feels so loud. I still don't understand how forever turned into goodbye, how our dreams became a war, how something beautiful could end in broken pieces on the floor. isn't mine anymore. Broken pieces on the floor, scattered where our future used to be. Every shot reflects a moment of who we used to be. I know I should let go someday, but my heart's still keeping score. So tonight I'll sit here alone with broken pieces on the floor. The room is quiet, the dust begins to settle, but some things never fully mend. Just broken pieces on the floor. The clouds rolled in the day you left and never seemed to fade away. Now every morning feels the same, a sky painted in shades of gray. Your picture hangs beside my bed like a ghost that won't move on. And every night I close my eyes, still hoping you'll come home. But hope keeps slipping through my hands like water I can't hold. Tears falling like rain, running down my face again. Every drop carries your name, and the memories we couldn't save. I'm standing in the storm alone, trying to survive the pain, with a heart that's still breaking and tears falling like rain. I walk the streets we used to know, searching for what's gone away, but every corner only leads to another place we used to stay. People tell me I'll move on, that time will heal the deepest scars, but time just taught me how to hide the shattered pieces of my heart. And every thunder in the distance sounds like your goodbye. Tears falling like rain, running down my face again. Every drop carries your name, and the memories we couldn't save. I'm standing in the storm alone, trying with tears falling like rain. The sun came up, but I stayed in the dark. Another day with a shattered heart. Your side of the bed feels cold as stone, in a house that no longer feels like home. I hear your voice in the quiet air. Turn around, but you're never there. Every little thing reminds me why some memories refuse to die. I keep telling myself I'll be okay, but the pain keeps finding its way. There's a heart deep inside me, a war nobody sees, a storm behind these tired eyes, a heartbreak carried silently. I'm smiling for the world outside while falling apart where no one can see. There's a hurt deep inside me, and it won't set me free. I walk through crowds but feel alone, like a stranger in my own soul. Everyone says the worst will pass, but some shadows are built to last. Your goodbye still echoes in my chest like a song that never gets to rest. And every night when the city sleeps, that's when the missing cuts the deepest. I thought time would ease the pain, but it keeps calling out your name. There's a heart deep inside me, a wound nobody sees, a storm behind these tired eyes, a heartbreak carried silently. I'm smiling for the world outside while falling apart where no one can see. There's a hurt deep inside me, and it won't set me free. If tears could wash away the memories, I'd be healed by now. If love alone could mend a broken heart, I know somehow. But healing isn't simple, and letting go is hard when the person who once held your heart leaves permanent scars. There's a heart deep inside me, still burning through the years, hidden underneath the laughter and buried beneath the tears. I'm learning how to carry it, though it still follows me. There's a hurt deep inside me, but someday I'll find peace. Until that day arrives, I'll keep walking through the night, holding on, letting go of the hurt deep inside me. I found your picture in a drawer tonight, covered in dust, but the memories survive. Funny how the years keep moving on, yet some goodbyes never leave your mind. I tried to bury every piece of us under new days and unfamiliar faces, but your shadow still knows the way back to all the empty places. Everyone says time can mend a heart, but some wounds go deeper than they know. These are scars that never heal, marks you left beneath my skin. Every time I think I'm letting go, the ache begins again. I can hide them from the world, but I can't erase how I feel. Some loves fade into memories, some become scars that never heal. The songs we used to sing together still find their way onto the radio, and every note pulls me backwards to a life I had to let go. I learned to smile when people ask how I've been these days, but there's a difference between surviving and truly being okay. I've carried this weight for so long, it feels like part of who I am. These are scars that never heal, marks you left beneath my skin. Every time I think I'm letting go, the ache begins again. I can hide them from the world, but I can't erase how I feel. Some loves fade into memories, some become scars that never heal. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning how to live with the pieces that remain and all the love you still can't give. And maybe every scar is proof that something real once lived here, even if it broke apart and disappeared. These are scars that never heal, stories written in my soul, not because I still want you back, but because I can't let go. The years may soften all the edges, but the truth remains so real. Some hearts break and slowly mend, mine left scars that never heal. So I'll carry them quietly, like old photographs in the dark, a reminder of what we were. Scars that never heal. Scars that never heal. Woke up to an empty side, the sheets still carry your perfume. Morning light falls through the blinds, but it can't brighten this room. I keep replaying your goodbye, like a movie I can't turn off. Every word cuts deeper now than it ever did before. I tell myself I'm getting stronger, but my heart says otherwise. Heavy chest, heartbreak, trying to survive what's left. Every memory hits like rain, falling on an open wound again. I keep reaching through the dark for a hand that's not there anymore. Heavy chest, hard breath since you walked out that door. The clock keeps moving on the wall, but time feels frozen in my veins. Everyone says I'll be okay, yet nothing about this feels the same. Your name still lingers in my mind like a song I can't forget. And every night I close my eyes just to meet your ghost again. I keep pretending I'm alright while breaking out of sight. Heavy chest, hard breath, trying to survive what's left. Every memory hits like rain, falling on an open wound again. I keep reaching through the dark for a hand that's not there anymore. Heavy chest, hard breath since you walked out that door. Maybe someday these scars will fade, maybe someday I'll let go, but tonight the weight of losing you is heavier than I'll ever show. And if healing is a road ahead, I'm still standing at the start, holding pieces of forever that are scattered through my heart. Heavy chest, hard breath, still carrying your silhouette. Every dream we left behind keeps running circles through my mind. The world keeps spinning without us, but mine stopped when you said goodbye. Heavy chest, hard breath, and tears I can no longer hide. The room is quiet, the night is long, your memory stays. Heavy chest, hard breath, still missing you.
There's paint drying on the canvas, but the colors don't feel right. Every stroke becomes a memory of the day you left my life. I write your name between the lines of songs I'll never let you hear, trying to make beauty from the wreckage, but the hurt is still right here. I keep creating something new from pieces of what we went through. I'm bleeding from creative scars, turning pain into art. Every melody I write tonight is another broken part. These pages know the truth of me more than I can say in words. I'm bleeding from creative scars, still healing from the hurt. The guitar leans against the corner like it's waiting for a song, but every chord I seem to play ends up where we went wrong. The poems scattered on the floor, our confessions in disguise, a gallery of shattered dreams and unanswered whys. I keep painting over memories, but they always shine back through. I'm bleeding from creative scars, turning pain into art. Every melody I write tonight is another broken part. These pages know the truth of me more than I can say in words. I'm bleeding from creative scars, still healing from the hurt. canvas fades, the ink runs dry, but the scars remain, still creating, still bleeding, still alive.
The TV's on, but I don't hear a thing. Just flickering shadows across the room. Your sweater's still hanging by the door, like you're coming home soon. The night's so still, it cuts right through every thought I try to hide. I used to fear being left alone. Now I fear what's left inside. The world keeps moving outside my window, but time stands still in here. The silence is too loud tonight. It's screaming through the dark. Every missing word you never said echoes through my heart. I thought the quiet would bring me peace. Instead it tears me apart. The silence is too loud tonight, since you walked away from my arms. I keep reaching for my phone, like your name might light the screen, but all I find is empty space where forever used to be. The conversations in my head never seem to end. I replay every goodbye again and again, and every memory grows louder when there's nothing left to hear. The silence is too loud tonight. It's screaming through the dark. Every missing word you never said echoes through my heart. I thought the quiet would bring me peace. Instead it tears me apart. The silence is too loud tonight, since you walked away from my arms. If silence could speak, it would tell our story of promises fading and love losing its glory. And if I could turn down the noise of everything we've been through, maybe I'd finally stop hearing the sound of losing you. The silence is too loud tonight, louder than the rain outside, louder than the dreams we built before they slowly died. Every room still calls your name, every corner bears your mark. The silence is too loud tonight, and it's breaking my heart. No words, no goodbye, just the sound of your absence, and the silence that's too loud. I changed the streets, I changed the view, packed up every piece of you. Different city, different lights, still your ghost follows me at night. I fill my days with noise and motion, try to bury every emotion. ocean, but every road I take just bends back to where our story ends. I thought distance could erase the pain, but your memory knows my name. There's nowhere left to run, no place I haven't gone. I crossed 1,000 miles, but you're still holding on. Every shadow wears your face, every silence feels too long. I've been chasing freedom from your love, but there's nowhere left to run. I threw away the letters you wrote, still remember every note. Tried to drown your voice in crowded rooms, yet it echoes through the gloom. Everyone says time keeps moving, but my heart keeps standing still, trapped inside a photograph against my own will. And every night I close my eyes, only to relive goodbye. There's nowhere left to run, no place I haven't gone. I crossed 1,000 miles, but you're still holding on. Every shadow wears your face, every silence feels too long. I've been chasing freedom from your love, but there's nowhere left to run. Maybe I was never running from you, maybe I was running from the truth that some hearts never fully heal, and some wounds stay forever real. I keep searching for an ending, but your memory won't let me go. Like a fire beneath the ashes, still burning low. There's nowhere left to run, no mountain, sea, or sky. No matter where I hide myself, I carry you inside. Every dream returns to us, every dawn feels so undone. I've spent my life escaping yesterday, but there's nowhere left to run. So I'll stop chasing distant roads and face what's become the hardest thing I've ever known. There's nowhere left to run. There's nowhere left to The clock keeps talking to itself in this empty room tonight. Every tick sounds like your footsteps walking farther out of sight. Your coffee cup is still here waiting, like you're coming through the door. But the silence knows the truth now. You don't live here anymore. And these walls keep holding echoes of the love we used to know. I'm counting every slow second since the day you walked away, watching shadows cross the ceiling while my heart begins to fray. Every minute feels like forever, every hour hurts a little more. I'm stuck between what was and what is. like memories I can't erase. Every corner of this apartment still remembers your face. I keep replaying old conversations, searching for where we went wrong, but the answers never find me, only the ache stays strong. And the night keeps getting longer as your memory lingers on. I'm counting every slow second since the day you walked away, watching shadows cross the ceiling while my heart begins to fray. Every minute feels like forever, every hour hurts a little more. I'm stuck between what was and what is, counting every slow second on my own. I thought time was meant to heal, but time just teaches how to hide, how to smile when people ask while breaking quietly inside. And if you're happier without me, then I hope you found your peace. But a part of me is still waiting for this endless hurt to cease. I'm counting every slow second, every heartbeat, every tear, trying to move beyond the silence, but somehow you're still here. Every sunrise feels much colder than the nights we've known before. I'm lost inside the moments that I can't hold anymore. I'm counting every slow second till I don't miss you anymore. The clock keeps talking to itself, and I keep listening along, counting every slow second since you've been gone. I used to be the voice you called in the middle of the night. Now I'm just another memory fading slowly from your sight. We built our dreams on fragile ground, believing they would never fall. But somewhere in the distance you stopped hearing me at all. And every unanswered message feels like another goodbye. I'm forgotten at the bottom of a heart that once was mine, buried underneath the pieces of the love we left behind. You moved on like I was nothing, like the years were just a lie. Now I'm sinking with the memories while your shadow passes by. I'm forgotten at the bottom where broken promises lie. I still keep the photographs, though they hurt to look at now. Every smile inside those frames feels like a question asking how did forever turn to silence? How did we become strangers' names? One cold goodbye was all it took to set our world in flames. I keep searching through the wreckage, Well, I'm still here, holding fragments of what you left behind. I'm forgotten at the bottom of the deepest part of pain, where every dream we ever shared falls like endless rain. You found a new horizon while I'm lost inside goodbye, still drowning in the echoes of a love that couldn't survive. I'm forgotten at the bottom, but I still remember why. So I'll leave these words unspoken, like a message in the dark, a final piece of who we were. Forgotten at the bottom, 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 The tide came in without a sound and carried all our dreams away. Now I'm standing where we used to be, watching memories fade to gray. I still trace your name in the sand, though the waves erase it every time, like a story written for forever, lost between the lines. I keep reaching through the darkness for a light that's no longer yours. I'm drifting far from shore, lost in an endless sea. The closer I try to hold on, the further you slip from me. The stars that used to guide my heart don't shine like they did before. And now I'm floating through the silence, drifting far from shore. Every street still knows your voice, every sunset wears your eyes, and every promise we once made falls like rain from broken skies. I thought love would be an anchor, strong enough to keep us safe, but now I'm caught between the currents and the mistakes we couldn't change. The waves keep pulling me deeper into the echoes of before. I'm drifting far from shore, lost in an endless sea. The closer I try to hold on, the further you slip from me. The stars that used to guide my heart don't shine like they did before. And now I'm floating through the silence, drifting far from shore. If I could sail back through time, I'd find the moment we came undone. I'd hold you tighter through the storm before the damage had begun. But oceans don't just fragments of a love we lost, and stories left untold. The moonlight paints the water silver, like the dreams we had before, but they disappear beneath the waves. As I'm drifting far from shore, the horizon keeps on calling, while your memory fades once more, and I'm alone with the tide. Drifting far from shore. Another morning, same old face, standing in a crowded place. They see a smile, they think I'm fine, but they don't hear these sleepless nights. Your picture fades upon my wall, yet your shadow fills it all. I learned to laugh, I learned to lie, just to hide these tears I cry. Every I'm okay is just a disguise. 1,000 storms behind my eyes. I'm hidden behind false smiles, pretending I survived the miles, but every step still leads to you, and every dream still feels so true. I'm breaking when nobody sees, drowning in forgotten memories. The world believes I'm doing fine, but I'm hidden behind false smiles. The coffee's cold, the room is dark, just like the silence in my heart. I hear your name in passing cars, and find your face among the stars. Friends keep saying time will heal, but they don't know how this still feels. You're gone, yet somehow you remain the sweetest part of all my pain. Every laugh is another mask I wear, while wishing you were still here. I'm hidden behind false smiles, pretending I survived the miles, but every step still leads to you, and every dream still feels so true. I'm breaking where nobody sees, drowning in forgotten memories. The world believes I'm doing fine, but I'm hidden behind false smiles. If I could tell them what I hide, they'd see the wreckage deep inside, the cracks I've covered for so long, the reason every happy song feels wrong. And though the days keep moving on, a part of me is still gone. I'm hidden behind false smiles, a lonely heart in crowded aisles, still holding on to yesterday, while watching you fade away. I'm breaking where nobody sees, praying for a little peace. The world believes I'm doing fine, but I'm still hidden behind false smiles. So if you see me laughing loud. No, there's a storm behind the clouds, the truth I've carried all this time. I'm hidden behind false smiles.